speaking of takedowns, the one, the only Miss Danielle Cabral, I gotta give it to you, TreHuggers. I gotta give it to you. And I'm not even being sarcastic. You guys ride hard for the cause. I wish my ropers, I love you, ropers. I wish you rode for me as hard as the TreHuggers ride for their girl, Trey. You guys loved this girl, this Danielle Cabral. She came onto the scene. You hated Rachel Fuda, hated her. She was this, she was that. She was Team Melissa. You hated the woman, and you loved Cabral. Oh my gosh, Cabral is the Leah McSweeney her first season on New Jersey. Cabral is the Leah McSweeney of New Jersey. You loved her as much as you love Leah McSweeney. And just like Leah McSweeney, and I mean, mind you, very smart people listening to turn on McSweeney for so many reasons. And we don't have time to talk about all those reasons here today about why we all opened our eyes season 13 and said, that Leah McSweeney isn't what we quite thought she was. So that is what it seems to be happening with Miss Cabral. You guys have all turned. So I have to give it to you, TreHuggers. I want to give a shout out. You guys really ride hard for the cause and you don't falter. Now that Miss Cabral as apparently Team Melissa, Team Messy G, Team Marge. You guys hate Marge, apparently. Miss Marge and Miss Melissa. Now that she's over there bopping around, y'all hate her. Same girl. We haven't even seen the season to see what she could be doing. I know you're. Oh, by the way, there was just an article in a publication I never heard about how all you social media bloggers and all, I mean, I guess I'm one of them, we're ruining RHONJ for the viewers because we're talking about so many spoilers before the season comes out. Well, I mean, have we ever heard of the Aspen trip with Kathy and Kyle and Lisa Rinna? We do this for every single season, right? Monique, Candace smacking each other down. When there was something to talk about on RHOA, I mean, it's been years. When there was something really interesting to talk about on RHOC, it was been years. Jen Shaw and the feds and the van. We do this for every franchise. So I disagree with this article that we're ruining RHONJ. We talk about every single franchise when something is actually going on. Don't let it be about Tom, honey. It is about Tom and then some. Gotta get back to the Regency. I haven't been to the Regency in forever. I do miss my days every 3 nights a week at the Regency with Harry, once with Tom, but mostly with Harry. I spoke to Harry the other day on the phone. He called me about some potential business. David is not leaving behind the velvet rope, so it's neither here nor there, but Mr. Harry Dubin is doing well for everyone who is wondering. I mean, I know it's Saturday morning, you're having your coffee. If anyone's wondering, I had a touch base with Mr. Dubin the other day, and he's doing well. He's doing well. Lives really close to my good friend Rachel, you could tell, in Florida. There you go. They're not together, guys. They've been together. They come together every now and then. But if Harry were smart, he would get down on one knee, propose to Rachel. Somehow she would say yes, I think, and they would ride off into the sunset. But guys, that ship has sailed. Trust me, Daddy Jan. One day will we have Rachel back? And we will really soon. We love our Rachel. We can talk all about the ins and outs of her up and down, quote unquote, relationship with Mr. Dubin. Does that interest anyone? But that ship has sailed. But if Harry were smart, he would propose to Rachel, and they're perfect for each other. But that's my honest opinion. Really. Now, what was I saying? So you guys, you have come to take down Miss Cabral. Now, look, y'all turned on her. I think this is going to be, I think she's going to get a bad edit. She's going to get a bad edit. And I'm not saying she deserves it. I really have nothing against Miss Cabral. I think what's going to happen is, look, remember when Jennifer and Jackie came on together? We had 2 newbies. One was named Jennifer and one was named Jackie. Remember that? And then eventually, these 2 individuals started to separate, started to form their own identities. We saw differences between Miss Goldschneider and Miss Aiden. One likes to present a more reserved approach to being on the show. The other will down tequila and fall on the floor if she has to save her job. Love them both. Love my Jennifer. Love my Jackie. Just a little bit of a different approach. I think this is going to be the season that we really, get under the hood of the car of Miss Cabral and Miss Fuda and start to separate them and really get their own idea. They have it. They have it already. I get it. But I just think further, we're going to realize just because these two started together doesn't mean they're going to be lumped together forever. So, I think she's going to get a bad edit, Miss Cabral. And regardless of her edit, doesn't matter. When you're not on Teresa's side, these tree huggers, love you all, know many of you, know many of the blogs and the tweets and all of you accounts that specialize in being tree huggers. Love you all because I know a lot of you, but yeah, you guys have already come for Miss Cabral. You've already taken her down in the court of public opinion. And when the show airs, I think Miss Cabral is going to get a really bad edit. She's going to be the one this season that falls from grace in the public's eyes. Just like Leah. Remember how much you guys loved Leah McSweeney season 1 and season 2, you wanted her nailed to the cross. Now, I ain't no Leah McSweeney fan for a lot of reasons. Again, guys, I can't do more than 7 shows a week. But in another life, we'll sit and we'll talk about this. We'll have a drink, we'll have popcorn, and we can talk about it. Add it to the list of things we need to follow up on, right? It's just us. It's just David. We can follow up on anything you want, whenever you want. Right now is not the time. But I think just like the fall of Leah McSweeney, and in the end, I think the biggest epic fall in Housewives history is probably Lisa Rinna. A lot of you guys loved her for a really long time. And she fell hard. Bots, all sorts of other allegations. Kathy, take it on, Kathy Hilton. Go and take on Ryan Seacrest and Kris Jenner next, girl. Man, that Rinna, she's got balls. So I think just like Leah and Rinna, you all turned on Heather Gay a lot. A lot of you can't stand her. It's coming for Cabral. So look, welcome to Housewives, Danielle. I don't got nothing against you, but the tree huggers do. And when the show airs, girl, I don't know what your experience is like. Like, I don't know what Danielle's experience is like as she's filming the show now. I'm not sure she realizes what's coming. I predict she's going to get a bad edit. Okay? Guys, we got to move on. I'm telling you, we have to move on. We can't spend all day on that. We have a lot of other topics to get to. Ooh, well, months ago, which I truly in my heart of heart believe is the beginning of the end, even though I have had a phone call with Marge. You guys take everything literally. Someone's like, oh, they're reconciled, they're this, that. Just can't we live in a gray area? Life is not black and white. Okay, life is not black and white. I don't live my life in